Last thing. Automation. I left out automation. Google is laying off thousands. Microsoft is laying off thousands. Amazon is laying off thousands. McDonald's is laying off thousands. Listen to me. Send your high school graduates to trade school. Unless they're going to be a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, an engineer, send them to trade school. Automation is going to eliminate so many sales jobs. Automation is going to eliminate half of the workforce in this country in the next 25 years. By the time we get to 2030, I think this country is going to be in a serious social unrest because so many people are not going to be able to get a job due to automation. Automation is going to kill the economy because if people can't buy nothing, the corporation can't make nothing. If the people can't buy nothing, the corporation can't make nothing. And if the people can't work, the people can't buy nothing. The robots are taking over. Machines, artificial intelligence, robots taking over. So you have to make sure you are clever enough to have a business idea that can't be replaced by robots. Make sure your business cannot be replaced by robots. Make sure your job cannot be replaced by a computer. Because I'm telling you right now, over the next 7 years, any job that can be done by a robot or computer will not exist. They are going to intensify poverty. They're going to intensify homelessness. And I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. Y'all ready? White people are going to rise up against the government because poverty is going to become so intense that white folks are going to get tired of it. Poor whites, not you, because you're scared of the government. They're not. Poor whites are going to rise up against the government. Automation is going to destroy the economy because nobody's going to have a job and they're not going to be able to buy anything. See, this is what's wrong with capitalism. Capitalism is based on greed. Capitalism is based on greed. Capitalism is based on greed. And the problem with greedy people, they don't know when to stop. Greedy people don't know when to stop. So what happens when the only way people can eat is to steal and kill? What happens when the only way people can feed their kids is to steal and kill? Automation is going to be death to the economy. It's going to crush people's quality of life. It's going to mushroom homelessness. It's going to mushroom drug addiction. And I can't believe that nobody in the halls of Congress don't see the writing on the wall. Somebody should be saying, we can't get rid of all these jobs. If we get rid of all these jobs, how are people going to live? You can't turn everything over to the damn computer. Walmart laying off thousands of jobs. Is everybody going to drive Lyft? Is everybody going to drive Uber? Is everybody going to become a Transportation Security Authority TSA worker at the airport? And I heard that might be turning into a computer, that they're going to have you walk through the computer without the people. Brothers and sisters, we got to get ready for this. And they getting rid of the coins. How you going to full automated society and there ain't no pennies, no nickels, no dimes, no quarters? Do you see what they're doing? They are forcing people into economic desperation. They're forcing, how you ain't gonna have no quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies, and you going to a full AI. Even McDonald's is laying people off. Walmart is laying people off. Brothers and sisters, please don't wait to the last minute. Please don't wait to the last minute. If you are not in a skill that requires a human being, and see, this is another reason why y'all better be careful with that online education, school teachers. Y'all better be careful with that online education, school teachers. Y'all better be careful with that online education, because they want every parent to homeschool so they can get rid of the teachers. So they want the kids to be taught by the computer too. I even heard that they're going to have robots doing the surgery at the hospital soon. They're going to have robots doing the surgery at the hospitals. So, brothers and sisters, let's get serious. And we have to create a community bartering system. We're going to do this at FDMG. For those of y'all who joined the Team Pan-African Village, if you join the Team Pan-African Village, you be part of the bartering system, because we have to learn how to get our needs met without money. In other words, I cut hair. I cut your son's hair. You might take care of my laundry. You take care of the laundry. I might do your landscaping. You do the landscaping. I'm going to homeschool your kid. You homeschool my kid. I'm going to give you the food from the garden so your family can eat. My family can eat. I'm going to go do your roof. We have to trade services. All of us have services. All of us have services. We have to create an economy. Black people have to create an economy where we can exist without the dollar. Did y'all hear what I said? We have to create an economy where we can exist without the dollar. I'm going to say it again. We have to create an economy where we can exist without the dollar. It can't be digital currency, because they can shut that down with a button. It can't be digital currency because they can shut that down with a button. It can't be digital currency because they can shut that down with a button. And I'm going to say this. And ladies, I know you don't want to hear this, ladies, but I got to say it. With full automation coming and the price of property going through the sky, real estate is going through the sky. Bill Gates has bought up all the remaining farmland for sale. Bill Gates has bought up the bulk of the remaining farmland in this country. Bill Gates. And then another, was it Microsoft? Who bought up all of, somebody just bought up most, what did they buy? They bought up the rental property. Somebody just bought up all the rental properties. Somebody just bought up all the rental properties, or they turning all their properties into rental properties. But they're not a realtor company. So why would Bill Gates be buying all the farmland? And why would another corporation be buying up all of the real estate? You know why? They want to make sure you can't eat, and they want to make sure you ain't got a place to live. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. Bill Gates bought up the farmland so you can't eat, no healthy food. And the other corporation is buying up all the rental properties so you ain't got nowhere to live. If you can't buy a house, you will be homeless. If you can't buy a house, you will be homeless. If you can't buy a house, you will be homeless. If you can't buy a house, you will be homeless. If you can't buy a house, you will be homeless. And if you don't grow your own food, you're not going to get none. Bill Gates is monopolizing the farmland. The other company is monopolizing the rental property. Why does two corporate giants want to take all the farmland and all the rental property? So you don't eat and you don't have a place to live. What are the two most important things you need every day? Every day. You need food and a place to sleep every day. Every day you need food and you need a place to sleep. And Bill Gates and the other gangster bankers, are taking up all the farmland and all the rental property, so we have to live on the street. And once they get us all on the street, they're going to perform a purge, brothers and sisters. Getting back to the black women, I think black women, I'm just putting this out there for y'all to think about it, ladies. I think black women need to have a conversation with each other. Because what y'all going to have to do, especially my single queens, raising kids, y'all going to have to form small communities and move in the house together. Listen to me. This is how we're going to help our single mothers with the children. They're going to have to come together, get a big piece of land, build affordable housing, get you a house, a big house, big one, so you can put about 5 family, get you a mansion. We need to start buying big properties. That single family home shit is over. That single family home, 10 years, that's not going to help us if we trying to help our people, okay? You got to get the big properties that could fit 5 families in them. And if you got 5 families living in the same house, splitting the rent or the mortgage, the water, the gas, the electric, growing the food, educating the kids, that's what we have to go to communal living. If you want to stay in America, you're going to have to go to communal living. The single mothers with their children are going to have to form alliances. And ladies, you're going to have to bring a man in that house. I know you hate the P word. I know you don't like when I bring up polygyny. I know, sisters. I feel you, my beautiful African queens. Y'all hate when I bring up polygyny. But I'm telling you, the way that they are engineering poverty for black people, we're going to have to live together. And that means for the 3 or 4 sisters in there with their kids, you're going to need a father. Maybe you can have 2 men in there, but you ain't got enough of us to go around. There's going to have to be some sharing done if we're going to survive this American apocalypse. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Polygyny, stop thinking about sex. Get that out of your mind. We're talking about cooperative family survival. Forget the sex. Forget that. It's about building together, sharing together, surviving together. Get your European mind under control. It's bigger than the bedroom. It's much bigger than the bedroom. All I'm saying, black women, y'all need to have a serious conversation. And I'm going to tell you something else. Black people, start saving the money. You cannot afford to keep on buying Gucci and Louis and Prada. You can't do that. Celebrities can do that. You can't do that. Because when this shit hit, you're going to need every dollar, and we're going to need each other. Okay? I'm telling you how this is going to go. I might have to convert FDMG into a multi-family dwelling. I might have to convert FDMG into a multi-family dwelling. I might have to convert FDMG into a multi-family dwelling where every classroom becomes a home. I'm dead serious, y'all. FDMG may have to become an emergency survival shelter for our single women and children. I'm being dead serious, y'all. We got to start thinking. Start saving your money and don't leave it all in the bank. Put it somewhere in a safe house. Don't leave it in your house. Safety deposit box. Because from what I'm hearing, they're going to shut down your access to money. And when they do that, even the celebrities are going to be messed up. Because the celebrities, they trust white folks more than you. Could you imagine not being able to access your money and you got $1 million in there? Can you imagine? Please be organized, brothers and sisters. Please be ready, brothers and sisters. On that note, thank you to everybody who wished my mother happy birthday, happy Earth Day, Happy solar return. Her birthday is my birthday, because if she don't come into the world, I don't come into the world. So thank you for that. I love my mother. God be with her and bless her. And to all you, make sure you take care of your mother and love your mother. Work out your issues with your parents if you got them. Okay? Okay, as long as your parent ain't no hater. All right? And you work it out. Do the best that you can. All right? But I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, one of the first conferences we're going to have, survival. We're going to be having regular survival conferences at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. And I also want y'all to know this. I will not be advertising all of the events at FDMG. I will not be advertising all the events at FDMG. At the grand opening, you're going to give your email. At the grand opening, you're going to give your email. And when we have your email, you're going to be added to an underground railroad communication chain. Okay? And only if you are a donor and only if you are registered with us, you will get the information to your email you're not allowed to share. Nobody's going to know what we're doing. Nobody's going to know. Black Women's Conference, you'll get it through the email. Black Man's Conference, get it through the email. Survival Conference, get it through the email. Conscious Singles Convention, get it through the email. We're going to go underground railroad style at FDMG. Everything's legal. Everything's legal. We're running the school, but we're going to go underground railroad style when we get FDMG. So on that note, hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy.
If you control a man's mind, you don't have to worry about his actions. If you control a man's mind, you don't have to worry about his actions. You don't have to tell him to go to the back. He'll go on his own. You don't have to tell him to leave out the back door. He will go on his own. And if he gets to the back, and if there is no door, he will make a door.